If you want that, you gotta be that.
Right.
You gotta be that. And unfortunately, a lot of ladies feel like that they're that. Every lady, why do 9 out of 10 women think they're dimes? Please explain that shit to me. Explain that to me, please. No matter what they look
Society.
like, what they have.
Society is a mentality. Look, let me tell you something. The women in the 70s, them was brick houses. Them was real women. Do you hear me? That no work. Like I'm telling you, they was humble. Let me tell you the reason why. Because in that culture, you was taught to just take in who a person was, accept who they was. It was equality. Now it's like I'm against you, you against that, against this, against that. And so you got a culture fighting against itself. That's like me fighting against my own body. I'm a part of the same team.
Right.
So this is the part that society and Black women, we don't really get. Oh, yeah, I'm a boss. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. But see, at the end of the day, you're doing 5 different jobs when you can cut that in half.
And who the hell wants, as a guy, who the hell wants a boss chick? That is the most irritating thing in the world. I ain't gonna say, because it's straight up masculine stuff. It's straight up masculine energy. Y'all women don't get that. It's straight up. I want to do this because one thing I want to talk about. We're gonna talk about different words, but masculine is a word that I want to talk about. And this is what a lot of these boss chicks, they're at. The reason is nothing wrong with, as men, we want our women to be successful. Period.
Right.
Yes, we do. The problem comes with when they won't shut up, and that's all they're about. That's where the issue comes in. If all your conversation is what you have, your degree, and what, no, I don't care less about that, because guess what? I'm good by myself. I don't need that argument.
Right.
I'm going to sit down here and walk it. I fight the world all day.
Thank you, Brock.
Whatever, Brock.
You know what? Let him give me my props.
He good. He good. He right. He right. So one thing is that's one thing I think a lot of boss ladies do not get, is the fact that if you have a serious man who has his stuff together, who's working and building, you don't have to be, you shouldn't want to be a boss chick. Because
again, I say balance, right? Again, balance. First of all, you cannot throw your weight around when you have a partner.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are rightfully dividing what you need to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can function better in a relationship. And it's also arrogance. If I'm constantly saying I'm boss, I'm boss, I'm boss, I can do this, you're really not ready for a relationship. You are about the book of me.
Yes.
That's all that says. It's
yes.
the book of me. It's all about me. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. You're not even opening up a space for another person to walk into your life.
Yes. 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 You're so true with that. You're absolutely true with that. The reason, and guys, now see, what's interesting is that women who, I hear this all the time, who make good money, have a great career and all this other stuff, they sit here and they brag about it, blah blah blah. Great, cool. Have a nice day. That's great. But they turn around and they say the only men I end up attracting are guys who don't have anything.
Right.
Let me tell you why. Because that impresses them. It does. I can tell you right now, if you're making 60, 70,000 a year and you're doing basic adult things, what did Andrea say? I missed that. Be a team and be boss together. Yeah, I'm about to sit here and do that. I mean, my whole thing is that if you make that, and you're doing basic adult shit, what the fuck can do?
Right.
I pay my own bills. I got my own car. I got my own house. Well, you got 4 kids. You should.
Right. Look, I got to go to the grocery store by myself. I got to use the bathroom by myself.
Right.
I don't have no mate.
It's the same thing as when back in the day when we, because again, I'm a 70s baby, born in the 70s, grew up in the 80s and the 90s. One thing that men would say back in the 80s and 90s that irritated the life out of me: I take care of my kids. You should. You don't get no high five enough for taking care of your kids. That's what you're supposed to do.
It's your reasonable service. Okay. That is what you're supposed to do. So I
Yes.
don't understand why people want a cookie for doing the bare minimum.
Right. And then not realizing that at the end of the day, you're going, if you, just like Andrea said, if you are bosses together, let me tell you something right now. If y'all both making 60,000, you making $120 together. Y'all gonna figure out a way between you two to have some type of business on the side to write a ton of stuff off. You're going to, in some way, probably be bringing home 8,000, maybe
Right.
9,000 a month combined.
Right.
And if you got somebody that's on your same page, you can sit here and start. You can sit here and be banking $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month. You can sit here and travel together. It's not, everybody I want to go on a vacation. Get yourself a husband. Get yourself a wife and do that.
Right.
And put
So
it
it's not
together.
one time. It's
Right.
continuously.
Right. Right. Then the thing is, guys, these women out here, ladies, these guys out here, you know, that's just, I'm ranting again, ain't I? I can't find it.
But yo, it's true. Like, I don't understand why when in thinking and dating, we can't be level-headed about it. A lot of this dating is fantasy. That is not real life. You're
It
putting
is.
on a facade or whatever, and it's not gonna last. You're gonna
Mhm.
go. First of all, even a man that's throwing money around, if it even seems like that, you're money hungry, he'll ghost you. Even though he's throwing money around,
Yes. Yes.
he will ghost you.
And I think people don't understand too, when you got a guy that's making that type of money legitly, he's working 12, 14 hours a day. At least 10 hours. No, he's working 12 easily.
Yeah.
To be making six figures like that, you're gonna have to make, you work a lot. And then you don't have it's like, don't be listening to that Steve Harvey bullshit. That's why I think a lot of ladies don't understand. You know, I want a guy that's making all this money. That time's coming from someplace.
Right.
You're better off. And, you know, it's been times, and I'll sit here and I say all day long, I have had, oh, this is nice too. I have had well, I was quote unquote 4 years high value man, but I was working 12, 14 hours a day.
Right.
I had to step back because I want to be with my kids.
Yeah.
And then you give me somebody, I'm making decent money now, but you give me somebody that's making what I'm making now. We're living good.
The
I sit here
things
and I
we
look,
can do.
yeah. I sit here and look at my brother, him and his wife. They combined, they made good money. And of course, you know, he started a business that I'm working with, you know, that work together in. And like he was saying, I couldn't have done it if I didn't have a wife.
Mm.
So something for the future that's going to change, that literally is going to change my niece, my nephew, going to change all that. The reason he was able to do that is because he had a wife. He had a partner. They're both going to be bosses.
And I think what we're doing now in dating, we're acting off instinct instead of logic.
Yes.
And the fact that, look, do you realize in 10 years you're gonna be in your 50s? Like, we can't do that.
That's just scary.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
just
Like,
scary.
you have to literally think about what you don't see. Like, you literally have to think about that. Like, come on now, we done had all the pussy and dick we could get. Okay, come on now. Now it's time to build.
Hey, look, hold on for a second here. Ain't nothing like nothing like new pussy. But you know, here's what's so frustrating too. I can tell you right now, here that I've heard this too. Back in the day, I think the roles have flipped so bad to where women are now being more masculine, men are being more feminine. Right. There was a time when you would sit here and you would hear guys say, you know, if you're a real man is not making love to 1,000 different women. A real man is making love to one woman 1,000 different times. Okay. Now it's to a point to where that's how it is for women. Well, shoot, you know, I can sit down here and make love to a ton of different men. You know, and now what y'all
Right.
talk. Now, please be faithful. You
Right.
know, it's man. Any woman who has an independent, don't need a man mentality, only continue to find themselves by herself, man. A single woman keep a woman single.
Yeah.
That's truth. That's the truth. That's the honest to God truth. You know,
Yeah. And
it's
then because women keep getting choosing wrongly, and then we say, oh, well, I guess I'm just going to be single. I have myself to depend on. I'm going to pursue this, and they put 1,000 quotes up on their wall, and then soon as Mr. I got 10 baby mamas and 20 kids come in the inbox, all them quotes go out the window.
oh yeah, yeah, they oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So here's my question: why do women think that they can sit here and change a guy? Because and then they sit here and expect. I mean, it's just like who was that? That just everyone. How does Future have 8 baby mamas here take and ain't none of their kids' lives? I remember in 2012, 2014, back in Memphis. I mean, I went down there and this was blowing up. It was 3 guys that was responsible for, I want to say, close to 100 different kids. 3.
Wow.
So at some point in time, and Memphis is small. I lived there. Dude, what is it?
Wow.
What's it? 375 goes all the way around the city. Is that 375? I think it's 375. It's small. You take Martin Luther King or Poplar Boulevard, go straight through the city.
Are you
Small city.
serious?
Serious. And
Wow.
they all stayed in the same area, so they knew. So what is it about these bum dudes out here that these women want to sit here and chase after them?
It's because we got the Bob the Builder mentality.
I disagree. I'll tell
Um,
you what I think it is. I'll tell you what I think it is. But go on and finish. But I disagree with it.
I think women, because I've seen it with even my mom growing up, we feel that if we take on a project, we can mold it to the way we want to. And the person wants to change, they will. But if they don't, which is majority of the time, I'll say 90%, they set in their ways. They're not. So you have to literally accept them the way that they are, especially when we're dating. Look, when you meet a person that's something irritating you, best believe they're going to irritate you for the rest of your life. So you got to make a decision if you want to accept it.
You ain't